Hey folks, Darren and John here, Boom Reviews. We're just reviewing 2 Netflix shows that are out right now, and we're going to do Narcos first. We just finished second season of Narcos. I binge watched all last week, over this week, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I finished that one. God, what was it? About a week ago, I finished them.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed the first season, so I instantly went back to watch the second one. And it kind of picked up right where the other one was, and I really enjoyed it. From the character, Pablo's awesome. He does an amazing job.
Oh, the actor who played Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
What was his name? I got notes because I'm not going to remember names for shit.
He did a good job.
Wagner Mora?
Mora. I like his little pot belly and stuff because that's what Pablo looked like. Pablo had the
yeah.
little
Oh yeah, but because I screwed up his name, and this is the honest God truth.
Yeah.
That guy deserves an Emmy nomination.
Oh, phenomenal.
His performance.
You almost like him. You almost cheer for him.
That's what I was gonna say. I hated him myself because I was like, near the end of that episode, I was like, God, I hope they don't catch him. I knew they caught him. I knew they were gonna. What was gonna happen because I've seen documentaries.
Yeah, you kind of
I was cheering for him.
Yeah, and he's a bad guy. Like in the first season, he's taking down planes. He's killing all these people.
Yeah,
it was just really good, and this one was cool because you got to see. Obviously, spoilers on everything here.
Oh,
but you got to meet his dad. Didn't know he had a dad there. He showed up at the farm.
That's true.
I figured out it was his dad, and obviously his mom and his girlfriend were a big part of this one, as well as his wife was a big part of this one.
I think that's what this show did very well, because Pablo Escobar, he got the people of Medellin to love him.
Yeah,
and that's what this show did for the viewers. You loved him because you watched how much he loved his wife, his children, what he would do for them. So you started to cheer for him and love him, and you're like, what am I doing? This guy's a fucking murdering piece of shit.
He was about, and they said at one point he was worth net $30 billion.
Yeah, he was the 7th richest man in the world at the time.
And at one time he was the richest. That's what he told his old man. Remember, he goes, I took your Escobar name, made it #1 in the world at $30 billion. That's his peak, right?
Yeah. Well, he made the name the biggest. Yeah, I don't know if he was ever the richest in the world.
But he was huge in this one. There was lots of the other gang turfs, or I guess whatever you want to call it.
The other are cartels.
Cartels
forming up. That was.
I didn't like that bitch. What's her name there? Victoria or no?
The woman who was part of the cartel?
Yeah. She had the big picture on her wall with the tiger and stuff like that.
Oh my God, why'd you have to bring up that name?
It was like Valerie or Victoria or something, I forget now.
I thought it was a J, but...
I probably should know. The other cartels were cool. With the lady.
Yeah, which we're going to, like the Cali cartel.
The Cali cartel.
Who they're going to go to for season 2, which they've announced. Mm-hmm. Which is going to be great.
2 more seasons, I heard.
Actually, I think I might enjoy this one more because I know less. I know nothing, actually, I should say, about the Cali cartel. So it's all new.
There'll be new cartels.
Where is the Pablo Escobar?
Yeah.
I've watched documentaries. I know about him bearing money in farms. And farmers, years after his death, were finding the money and they didn't know what to do with it. And they were like, I'm not calling the cops because I don't want to rat on a dead man.
Yeah.
So they were calling, just burying it or calling other cartels that putting the word out, hey, I found this money, I don't want to get killed.
It was good. There was some good action. One of my favorite parts of this season was they had him surrounded at the end of the first season, so then right when it kicked off, they were surrounding his compound.
At his own prison. His own prison.
That one was cool. But he was walking out, he walked right into a whole bunch of military guards, and because you're under arrest, he goes, I'm not going to let you do that. He let him walk right by.
They're scared
shitless of this guy, man. So nobody ever crossed him, and he got away with murder many times. And
it was ridiculous.
Lots of blood, lots of killing.
That's one thing this show did fucking that I loved. They actually showed actual footage from
lots
in the past.
Yeah.
Right? Which seeing the murders, the dead bodies I'm not saying that was great. No. But they actually showed the real face of Pablo Escobar or the president and stuff. Yeah. Instead of other shows that they put the face of the actor onto the actual footage, and it's like, no, don't do that.
They showed the real stuff.
Show the real people.
Yeah.
If you're doing a flashback or a news or a whatever, show the real people. You're not going to pull us out of the show.
No.
Just keep doing that. That works.
And another cool character was, what was the guy called again? The wolf, the guy from the States that was moving a shitload of stuff for him.
The lion.
The lion. He was a cool little character. And he was moving
totally
for him.
Totally had that late 80s,
It
early 90s.
reminded me of Blow Johnny
vibe.
Depp.
Oh yeah,
That's what it reminded me of. And that could have been him. I
That
don't
could
think
be.
it was.
I know it wasn't. I don't think it was.
But in the early 90s, I know they said in Miami and North America, most blow was going through Escobar. Yeah. He owned the market 91 to 92, 3.
What did you think about that? I think, what was he, a colonel that they brought back in to hunt him?
Yeah, the nasty
and he killed the kid?
Yeah. He goes give this bullet to Escobar. Escobar actually tracked him down, put a bullet right in his fucking
head. Here's your bullet.
Here's your bullet back, load it up, boom.
But no, it was phenomenal acting, I thought.
And
great show.
It sucked how he got caught if you're cheering for him. But he was stupid on that friggin' thing all the time, talking to his wife and kids.
Well, that's why you loved him, because he was a family man.
Family guy, huh? But he got busted.
No, I'm so glad he's
obviously,
dead.
Yeah, you want him dead.
The guy was a piece of shit. What happened, what he was doing in Bogota when he was telling his men to blow up the places?
Yes.
And that one scene with that little girl.
The little girl was sitting there and got blown up by the car.
Oh my God, and all those children died?
Yeah.
That was heartbreaking.
And both cops did a good job.
The father has the daughter's shoe.
Yeah, I know. Both cops did a good job, just like the first series.
Yeah. I loved it. Season 1, when it was the blonde DA gringo guy.
Yep.
I was like, he's all right, but then they brought in, what's his name? What was his name? Pedro? No.
He was good.
Yeah, Pedro.
Both
the DA
cops were good. Both the cops were really
good. Who was actually, I got to look this up, guys. Sorry, but no, his name was Pena.
Pena. Yeah.
Pena. Sorry, but
he was a big part of this show.
The actor's name is Pedro Pascal.
He was working with the Los Lobos.
I was glad season 2 spent more time with him.
Yeah.
Because he was the more interesting character.
He's a good actor, actually.
Because how are you going to spend time on the American, the gringo?
Like, he's technically American too, though. Pena.
Yeah, Pena was American, but the blonde guy didn't speak Spanish.
No, a little bit, but not much.
But so it's like, how can you spend all this time? So I'm glad Pena came in. And what's his name again? Sorry, Pedro Pascal. Was in Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's right.
He played Martel.
Oh, that's right. He got the guy crushed his eyes out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was him.
That was the same guy.
Yeah, he's a good
actor.
actor.
So that's why I loved it.
Yeah,
that he showed up, and they spend more time with him.
At the very end,
because he was the guy who brought in the other cartels and those jungle
the warfare guerrilla
sort of guerrilla guys.
They were nasty as hell too.
Those guys were just as bad as
just as bad.
Just as bad.
And then at the very end, what was cool when they caught him and killed him. That's what they showed the real footage.
They showed the actual picture.
He was wearing the red shirt. He was wearing the red shirt.
They showed the actual picture. That's what I liked. And they didn't take the actor's face and put it on the.
They showed
the real picture.
And they did a good job of that.
I'm so glad. Yeah. That season 3 they're gonna do it.
And he had nobody left at the end. In the show, he was down to one dude.
And they showed his actual mother in video, in the news footage.
Crying about how good man he was. Yeah. So all around, I thought Narcos was awesome. You guys let us know if you guys watched season 1, season 2, what you think of season 2.
Yeah,
and
loved it.
Netflix has their shit together, I think.
Yeah.
Coming out with everything, and they're all starting out well.
So what's the next Netflix one that they love?
Let's do another one. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Holy shit.
We're gonna do
from Narcos. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things was really good too. I binge watched that. You guys told me to watch that, so I gave it a watch.
No, I remember Chris.
Awesome.
Me and Chris were talking about it when the previews were coming out, like Stranger Things, and then he called me one day. He's like, "It's out, it just dropped on Netflix." So that day, I think it
was awesome.
Came out maybe Thursday or Friday. By Friday night, I started, and Saturday night I was done.
You binged it. It's 8 episodes.
It's only 8 episodes, so it's just actually nice.
I finished it in 2 nights. Yeah, I just put 4 episodes, and I thought it was great. It had like a Goonies feel to it, and that's what the kids were told to watch.
Yeah,
Goonies.
I think that's why kids would love this show.
Yeah, it reminded me of my childhood.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Riding around on bikes with the kids, having fun. The 80s music was awesome in the show.
Oh, I loved it.
Winona Ryder did a great job. The Chief did a good job.
Seeing her come back is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hopper
was awesome.
The Chief, loved him.
And I thought the person that stole the show was the girl, 11.
11. What's her name?
She kicked butt.
I'm going to look it up. Miley Bobby Brown.
Yeah, she kicked
butt. What a name, Miley Bobby Brown.
And all the boys, Will, and he was the kid who was stolen and taken.
Will, Mike, and all. We got Dustin Lucas.
And it was
Jonathan Nancy. Yeah. We got all of them.
It was neat too how they did it, because like these guys did the people doing the subtext and the test stuff, they were kind of weird. Like the government people.
Oh yeah.
They were kind of twisted in this one.
Oh, have you ever seen a movie where the government isn't twisted?
But yeah, it was good. It just caught your attention, and by the 3rd episode, you're hooked. I watched the whole thing straight, almost like 4 and 4. I couldn't stop watching.
Oh yeah, no, that is the most not original, but just. I don't know how to explain it, but fresh, but with God, was nostalgia brought into
That's
it?
nostalgia for sure. Because
Like-
they're playing like 80s music. Tons of 80s music.
Well, it was just like, okay, that scene reminds me of E.T. That reminds me of Goonies.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a Stephen King.
Yeah.
That reminds me of
Aliens.
Aliens.
To do with Stephen King. Even Stephen King watched it. He goes, I loved it. I love watching a Stephen King movie. He was joking around with them.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has the Stephen King feel.
Yeah, it's
even
sort of
the
like
writing and
the
title.
Mist.
Yeah, The Mist.
If you ever seen The Mist,
Yeah.
it's sort of got the same sort of...
Yeah, and the director did that on purpose. They wanted it to feel like
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no. I loved
It was great.
that show. And then when I heard that there is a season 2, I've heard
Season
people
2
say,
coming,
like,
yeah.
you know what, one season's good. Let's end on a high. And it's like, would you say that about, like, Game of Thrones? Like, let's just... Season 1 of Game of Thrones, that's all we need.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? No.
Yeah, no.
You're leaving shit on the table.
Yeah, but the kids stole the show. I thought they were the main characters, right?
Those kids are going to go on to
be
be
successful, every one of them.
huge.
Yeah, they did a good job. And Winona, the coolest part of the whole show for me is when she said, "No, he's alive. I'm not an idiot. I know he's alive." And she put those letters up on the wall, and her kids started telling her
Right
like,
here,
run or whatever.
run.
That part was cool. I love that.
No, that's genius.
Genius.
That's probably from another...
I've never seen that before. That's original because
You think
she
that's
knew
original? That's got to be
she
from...
knew he was alive, and everybody kept saying he's dead.
God, that sounds seems so using lights to spell it.
So
Something.
this
It's got to be
government,
from a movie
this
or
government
something.
actually made a body that looked exactly like him. That was
Yeah,
stuffed.
that was the only thing. It's
That
like,
was weird.
that was so like back in the 80s. There's
Wow.
no government that could make a body
that realistic.
that perfect.
Yeah, I know it was pretty awesome.
But
His brother did
I
a
don't
good
give a
job.
shit because I
No,
love the
I
show.
loved it.
And know what?
Yeah, and his brother did
I
a
don't
good
care.
job. The other bullies at school, that part was cool when they made him jump off the cliff and then the girl saved him.
Oh yeah.
So there were some really neat parts.
Chief Hopper, man.
Hopper did a great
When
job.
when you first meet him, and you're like, oh, this is one of these fucking
Yeah.
redneck podunk. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing my job. And then he starts.
Yeah, he went against the system. He wasn't
Oh,
stopping. One guy told him, "You stop, or we're gonna kill you." And he said, "No, I'm gonna keep doing it."
Yeah.
So,
No, I love him.
Cool.
He was in the Newsroom. If you haven't seen
Oh,
that
yeah, he
show,
was in
check
that.
that
That's
out.
right, he was in the
in the
Newsroom.
Newsroom, and he
Yeah.
was in a James Bond movie. He played a CIA.
he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it.
Check out those.
I love Stranger Things, and I'm glad they have a second season coming out.
Oh.
So
That show
it was awesome.
is my new favorite show of
It was really cool.
this
I enjoyed
year.
it. I enjoyed it.
Episode 3, when they see Will's body, like being pulled
Yeah.
out of the water.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that, and I was like, this can't be happening.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, it's actually, I was like almost tearing up.
Yeah.
And then I watched other actors watching that scene,
And they were.
and they're just like,
Oh my
no,
God. Yeah.
no. And then to have that Peter Gabriel song. Well, it's a David Bowie song,
Yeah, boy too. Yeah.
but sung by Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that
Great,
was
great soundtrack.
that soundtrack. Yeah, I
I
would get
loved
that
it.
in a heartbeat.
And
How
then-
you doing?
And then her boyfriend
I know.
was kind of an asshole, and then he turned around to be okay at the end. Or
I know
whatever.
everyone hated him.
He was a jerk.
I want to say Steve Holt.
Nobody liked him.
Something.
He was kind of a jerk, I thought.
Yeah. Oh,
But
just
yeah.
wants kisses.
Yeah, she's a good dog.
Yeah, I didn't like that she ended up with him, stayed with him.
Yeah. He
Oh.
was kind of a jerk. I
Yeah,
thought.
I'd rather have Jonathan.
Yeah.
That she was with.
Jonathan.
But yeah, phenomenal show.
Yeah, I loved
Did
it.
you guys love it? If you didn't, you're fucking nuts.
Yeah, let us know.
You
But
gotta
that's
be
two great
fucking nuts.
Netflix shows.
Yeah,
and
there's two.
Netflix
Oh.
has their shit together. What they're coming out with, 5 years, 10 years from now, Netflix. Wow, I don't know
Don't
where
stop
you're gonna
Netflix. But don't
No.
raise your prices either.
be. No, that's for
just
damn
keep
sure.
them where they're
Well, they
at.
got competition. They got Crave. They got these guys.
Yeah,
they got that guy, so
remember.
You got
There's always
competition.
competition.
Yeah, but other than that, I love both of those shows and can't wait. They're both renewed for new ones. So,
Yeah. All right,
see what
guys.
happens. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
See ya.